Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today we are talking about how to rent an apartment here in Colombia, and you will see it will not be that easy as you probably think. Let's start. You are arriving here in Colombia, and probably first of all you are going to a hotel, later on probably an Airbnb, but furnished apartments are really expensive. So if you want to stay, let's say, more than a year, then probably it's better than to renting an apartment. But now, how to find an apartment? Of course, there are agencies where you can rent apartments, but you will realize very quick that you will probably not fulfill the requirements of the agency. And it's not because you don't have money, it's because of the requirements. So that means you need a grantor, for you, 2 grantors usually, and the grantors have to have real estate even, and it has to be a Colombian or someone who has already a residency here. And this is not easy when you are new here in Colombia. You don't know these people. Also, usually you need to have already cédula de extranjería. That means an ID card. You need to have a visa and a Colombian ID card as foreigner. And probably at the beginning you will not have that already. So therefore, usually the agencies are not working for you. Okay, we have learned that with agencies it will be probably not the way how it works. So what alternatives do you have? Okay, one alternative would be go to Facebook groups like expat groups in Colombia. There are many expat groups like Expat Medellin, Expat Real Estate, Expat Bogota. So go to these expat groups. You can post there that you're looking for an apartment. There are other expats, they're probably leaving, and this apartment will become free, or there are even expats renting out apartments. So there are many other possibilities. So I really recommend you to go to these Facebook groups. The other option you have is go to Metro Cuadrado. This is the biggest platform for renting apartments. You will see that here, the link, Metro Cuadrado. It's also important there, contact only private person who are publishing their apartments, because agency, as I told, this will be difficult. Then another very good option is go to a neighborhood you really like, where you say, oh, here I would like to rent an apartment. Go there and go to the porterias. The porterias are the reception in these apartment buildings. And usually they know if something is free and who is renting it out. If it's a private person, ask them for the number, call this person, and there you usually can make a deal. If you offer them, let's say you pay 6 months ahead the rent, they probably are going to give you the apartment. An agency cannot do that because it's against the law, getting an upfront payment for the rent. But a private person, who can, if you are okay with that, he is okay with that, fine, that's okay. Then the other thing is, when you don't know exactly, where is my apartment, is this in a good neighborhood, a bad neighborhood, you also can look for the estrato. Estrato qualifies the neighborhood. There is 0 to 6. 6 is the best neighborhood, 0 is the baddest, so the poorest, the probably most dangerous neighborhood. I would not recommend to rent 0 to 2. From 3 on, 3 can be good, cannot be good. So this is more or less where it's where the point is. But a 3 can already be good. Of course, from a 4, 5, 6, perfect. There you are safe usually, and check that out. What is also important with this estrato, so this qualification, also the cost for gas, electricity, water depends on this strato. All these costs. It can be the double from a 6 to a 3. So that means also this have in mind. So water, gas, electric, this depends on the neighborhood qualification, on the estrato. This is also very important. Then also important is all the apartment buildings, they have some internal rules. So if you're a smoker or whatever, there are rules. If it's forbidden to smoke on your balcony or whatever, there are sometimes very strange rules. Be aware of that. Ask the porteria that they show you the internal rules. Read that carefully and be aware of all these internal restrictions you probably have in this apartment building. It's very important so that you don't get surprised then by when you rent the apartment and finally the neighbors are going to complain about you because you don't follow the internal rules. Good, okay, and then it's very important also to ask a lawyer to check your rental contract. Sometimes the things can be very to your disadvantage. And if you are not familiar with the rental law, then take a lawyer. We as Autarchy, we offer this service, costs about $60-70 to check out the rental contract. But then you are sure there is nothing in which is a little bit strange. We always see that strange things, and then we can just modify things or talk with the landlord. And then also to quit the contract. It's very important when you sign a rental contract. Usually it's valid 12 months. And many people, they think, okay, I move out after 12 months, everything is fine. No, you have to quit this contract normally 3 months before the contract ends. That means if you miss that, the contract is going to renew for another 12 months. And it's not only done with paying the 12-month rent. If you leave before, you also have to pay additionally a penalty. And this can be very, very expensive. Therefore, be really careful with all that. And and then don't forget to follow our channel. We are having videos then about taxes, how to become a taxpayer here, when you become a tax resident here, all about visas, about extensions, company formation, what visa categories exists, and so on. So very important information for you as an expat or a foreigner who wants to live in Colombia. Then I say thank you for your attention, and I wish you all the best here in Colombia. I'll be so happy as I am here, and everything will come good if you follow the rules. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye bye.
Feel the rhythm in the air. Dance without a care in those cobblestone streets.